Hey everybody, it's December, which means if you are one of the 75% of Christians in America, or you're just a pagan who likes Christmas, it is Christmas season. I have my own Christmas traditions, and those involve Christmas movies. I was reminded of Christmas movies when Evie talked about her 25 Days of Christmas thing. Even though I do own Charlie Brown Christmas, and I've seen The Grinch Stole Christmas, and I've seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I do like to watch them, but they're not movies that have any special significance to me. So I'm just going to tell you the 5 movies that I watch every year. Number 1, The Apartment. The Apartment was written and directed by Billy Wilder. It's not really a Christmas movie, but it has Christmas scenes, so I count it. The Christmas scene in The Apartment is probably, it's the low point of the movie. It's so heart-wrenching. Perfect comedic timing by Jack Lemmon, perfect, adorableness with Shirley MacLaine, perfect creepiness with Fred MacMurray. Just all-around great movie. Number 2 is Holiday Inn, which is kind of like the connoisseur's White Christmas. Holiday Inn is from 1942. It's just complete fluff, but it's not 50s kind of fluff. It's not that level of cheesy bad. It's just charming. The 2 main stars are Fred Astaire and Bing Crosby, and they got some throwaway girl that they bring in there who can dance but can't sing, so they dub her over, and that's kind of dumb. This is the movie where White Christmas was introduced. It's not White Christmas where that song was introduced, no. Bing Crosby sang White Christmas on screen for the first time in Holiday Inn. He opens a hotel where it's only open on holidays. If you've ever seen Holiday Inn, you know of the already outdated by the 1940s number where Bing Crosby dresses up as an old Uncle Tom's Cabin type man and sings about Abraham Lincoln. It's not very PC. Anyway. Number 3 is It's a Wonderful Life. Come on, this had to go on the list. It had to. This movie is so good. It is not overrated at all. It's completely rated. If you've never seen it, you probably expect, the every time a bell rings an angel gets its wings thing, and that's all you're expecting from the movie, but it's so much more than that. It's dark, it's kind of depressing, but it's also super uplifting. It's just something that only Frank Capra can do. Don't listen to the haters. It's a Wonderful Life is definitely not overrated at all. Number 4 is a movie that's very close to my heart, is Meet Me in St. Louis. Not particularly a Christmas film, but it is famous for the introduction of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which was sung by Judy Garland. The great thing about watching a movie where a song is introduced is a lot of times it'll have lyrics that don't continue on. Real lyrics that were originally written for it are, "Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow." It's not particularly Christmassy or optimistic, but it's realistic. And my final pick, number 5, is The Shop Around the Corner, which stars Jimmy Stewart, a very young Jimmy Stewart, and Margaret Sullivan. Now, the reason I like this movie is because it's perfect. It's directed by my favorite director, Ernst Lubitsch. The thing about Ernst Lubitsch is when you watch one of his movies, there's just something about them, that sparkles. The supporting cast is fantastic. Jimmy Stewart and Margaret Sullivan's chemistry is just hilarious. Probably has the best ending scene of any romantic comedy that's ever been made. The characters are not likable at all, but you root for them. I love them as a couple because they're so believable in that way. A tip on Black and White, if you are someone who is weird and doesn't like to watch movies that are not from the past 10 years, Black and White can actually make things look better. So that's all I have about Christmas movies. So I will see you all around. Alright, bye.
Until then.